Hi everyone! I imagine that everyone here at some point in their life has got hooked on a show and stayed up till probably like 3 in the morning. Then as time goes by, you find that you like to stay up, or you're still hooked on your favorite show, or you have just started playing a new video game you just bought. The next day, you start to feel drained and exhausted. Then those days, they turn into weeks or even years, and it just continues on from there. So I will now tell you how more sleep can better your health and make you feel more awake and excited during your day. So, first of all, your learning and emotional state is a big part of it. So, not sleeping impairs your abilities like concentrating or remembering things, or you even have hard being creative or having motivation in the morning. So when you sleep, it lets your mind get ready for the next day or even the next few days, and just lets you be prepared for what's going to happen. It also recharges itself because your brain is constantly going, so that's when it can settle down and relax and just recharge for the next day. So when you don't get enough sleep, it can cause anger, depression, mood swings, and even in extreme cases, it can cause suicide. So being able to sleep better helps you learn better in school, learn more things anywhere in the world, just helps you remember things better, and it makes you feel good about yourself and about the world around you, and just makes you happier. So the second thing I'm going to talk about is your physical well-being. So there's this thing called chronic sleep deprivation, which I talked just to you about earlier. So basically, when you're going to bed really late and you're not sleeping, your brain starts to get used to staying up really late, and it starts to just get used to that, and you will go into these little micro sleeps, and you won't know that that's happening because you're just so exhausted. So you will drive somewhere and you won't know how you got there because you're in these little micro sleeps, because your brain can't settle down properly because your body just gets so used to staying up late that it just doesn't want to go to sleep anymore. You can also get heart disease, kidney disease, obesity, diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, and you can have an early death as well. So it helps with your immune system. So sleeping well helps balance your hormones, your growth and development, especially when you're a child. It helps you go on normal growth and keep it all proper and good. It also helps keep normal insulin levels, so you have a good blood pressure. So when you're not sleeping well, it just goes up very high, and then you become very unhealthy. It also helps just keep everything healthy, and you can properly fight off diseases. So when you're not sleeping well, could get very sick because your body is so tired that it doesn't have the energy to fight off things that it normally would be able to, like a common cold. So another thing I wanted to talk about is safety. Like when I was talking about microsleep, when this happens, you can go and get into car accidents, work accidents, so you can fall asleep at work and drop something on your foot, and if it's heavy enough, you could possibly break it, or you could drop something on somebody else while working a big machine and possibly hurt somebody very badly. There's also medical errors, and even in surgery, people have died in surgery because the doctors or nurses, they were too tired and they went into microsleep. There have been nuclear accidents. Workers, accidentally set off a nuclear problem. There have been aviation accidents and even ship accidents just when docking even. So a lot of people think that sleep only like really affects them, like, oh, if I don't get enough sleep, that's my problem. But it's not. It's more large scale than people think, and it affects a lot of people. For example, a study has shown that each year there is 100,000 car accidents, which is a very high number. So, I would just like to say to everybody that now, after learning everything that you have learned about your brain functions, your emotional well-being and learning, your physical well-being and safety, that I would like you to take a look at yourselves, and I should take a look at myself because I do have a problem with sleeping, that we should all change how we sleep for the better, not just for ourselves but for everybody around us, so everybody, including ourselves, is safe and healthy, because bad sleep affects everybody around us, including ourselves. And that is my speech.